Japanese rescuers raced through the 7.6 magnitude earthquake to find more survivors, as the death toll rose to 30, continuing updates on the second day of the historic earthquake on Japan's New Year's Day. As rescuers continue to work non-stop, at least 30 people died after a powerful earthquake hit Japan on New Year's Day, with rescue teams on Tuesday struggling to reach isolated areas where buildings were toppled, roads was destroyed and tens of thousands of people lost power to their homes. The preliminary 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck mid-afternoon on Monday, forcing people in some coastal areas to evacuate to higher ground as the tsunami hit Japan's west coast, swept away a number of cars and houses into the sea. Thousands of military personnel, firefighters and police from across the country were dispatched to the worst affected area on the Noto Peninsula in Ishikawa Prefecture. But rescue efforts were hampered by heavy damage and congestion, and authorities said they had difficulty assessing the full extent of the fallout. Many rail, ferry and flight services to the area have been suspended. According to broadcaster NHK, Noto Airport was closed due to damage to the runway, terminal and access road, with 500 people trapped in cars in the parking lot. Searching and rescuing those affected by the earthquake is a battle against time, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said during an emergency meeting on the disaster on Tuesday. Kishida said rescuers were having difficulty reaching the northern tip of the Noto Peninsula due to damaged roads, and helicopter surveys had found numerous fires and widespread damage for buildings and infrastructure. Authorities in Ishikawa said they had confirmed 30 deaths from the quake so far, with half of them in the hard-hit city of Wajima, near the quake's epicenter. Japan's Fire and Disaster Management Agency said firefighters were working to extinguish fires in several cities and trying to rescue more people trapped in collapsed buildings. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, more than 140 tremors have been detected since the first quake struck on Monday. The agency warned that stronger shocks could occur in the coming days. Nobuko Sujimori, a 74-year-old resident of Nanao City, Ishikawa, told Reuters she had never experienced such an earthquake. Sujimori spoke from his home, where there was a large crack in the front wall and furniture scattered everywhere. Inside. Across the street, a car was crushed under a collapsed building, where residents had another close call. Fujiko Ueno, 73 years old, said nearly 20 people were in her house to celebrate the new year when the earthquake occurred, but miraculously all were uninjured. It all happened in the blink of an eye, she said, standing on the street amid debris from the rubble and mud oozing from the cracked pavement. Several world leaders sent messages of condolence, with President Joe Biden saying in a statement that the United States stood ready to provide any necessary help. Our thoughts are with the people of Japan during this difficult time, he said. The Japanese government ordered about 100,000 people to evacuate their homes on Monday night, sending them to school sports halls and gyms, often used as evacuation centers in emergencies. However, about 33,000 households remained without power in Ishikawa Prefecture early Tuesday morning after a night of temperatures below freezing, according to Hokuriku Electric Power's website. Additionally, most areas along the northern Noto Peninsula are without water, NHK reported.